Albert Einstein's IQ was insane. Just a warning, this video is not for the faint-hearted, as you're about to witness intellectual brutality. E4, Einstein opens up in the most Sigma way. Just a bit of context, this game was played in Zurich, Switzerland in 1913, and now after E4, the move E5 is seen. However, the most popular move here, which has been played over 600,000 times, is the move C5, which is known as the Sicilian defense. However, in this game today, we see the move E5. Knight F3, Einstein developing with tempi, getting his knight into the game while attacking his opponent's pawn. For that reason, Knight C6 is played, developing the knight and defending this pawn. And the most popular move here is Bishop B5, and this is known as the Ruy Lopez opening. However, we do not see Bishop B5 today, and we see the move Bishop C4, and this is known as the Italian game. The most common way for black to continue here is the move Bishop C5, and this has been played over 20,000 times. However, a very popular move as well could be the move Knight F6, and after the move Knight G5, we can transpose into something called the fried liver attack. Very interesting opening where D5 is played. But in today's game, we didn't see any fried livers. Arguably, we see something better. Instead of any Knight F6, we see the move Bishop C5. And now there's a couple ways for white to continue here. Moves like castles, D3, or even a very legendary move here, B4, which is known as the Evans Gambit. But after Bishop C5, the most popular move for white by far is C3. And now we see the move Knight F6. This is all mainline theory. And now Einstein plays a very aggressive move and goes D4. White normally goes D3 here and castles and builds up the position a bit slower. But in today's game, we see the aggressive move D4. Your bishop is being attacked here and your pawn, so takes back as you're hitting this bishop. It looks like you got a good center, but now the move Bishop B4 comes, and white typically goes Bishop D2 here, trying to exchange this, and after this, trying to say, look, everything's defended. But Einstein decides for another move here and goes with the second most popular and goes Knight C3. Castles kingside was seen in the game, but the move that is played 97.5% of the time is actually to take on E4 here, and this is known as the Greco attack. Very interesting opening. After castles, bishop takes, and instead of taking back here, actually going D5, and this is known as the Muller attack. Lots of chess players with aggressive styles seem to gravitate towards this chess opening, as white is down a pawn but has a very dynamic position. The most popular move here would be Bishop F6, and here not even taking back but going Rook E1. It's quite a theoretical opening, and you need to know what you're doing as white and black, but the position can get very interesting. But coming back to reality, we did not see any of this stuff. Instead, we saw them move castles instead of black taking on E4 here, which would have led to a very dynamic position, but arguably we get a more dynamic position in the game. Einstein takes this opportunity to expand in the center and plays the move E5, also kicking this knight away. Knight E4 was played, however, black did have a very interesting option here, and that was to go D5, so completely counter-attacking this knight attack and attacking white's bishop. After this was taken and this, after Rook E1 check, black is said to be doing quite well here. But after E5, we do not see the move D5. Instead, we see the move Knight E4. However, after Knight E4, Einstein plays not the best of moves and goes Bishop D3. After Knight C3, taking, and here we take, we now see the move King F1. And I know what you're thinking, doesn't Einstein just blunder a rook here? So coming back to Knight E4, Bishop D3 probably wasn't one of Einstein's brightest moments. However, after Knight C3, I wouldn't have shown this game if it wasn't for the fact that Einstein had planned this all out in advance, and this was part of his grandmaster plan. Because after Bishop A1, their game starts now. So most people here go, look, I'm down a rook, maybe I can try win this bishop back with a move like Bishop G5, or maybe just try something to try get my pieces into the game. However, Einstein is not most people, and his brain works quite a bit different to your average Joe, and a lot different to mine. And here he ignores pretty much everything and goes Bishop H7. In this position, there is two legal moves for black, either to take this bishop or to go King H8. One move is good, one move is bad. And in the game, we saw the move King H8, which is the bad choice. What black had to do was to take this, and after this and King G8, just sacrificing the queen and giving it back. And after this, black can always win back another pawn, so it would be up 3 pieces of material here for black. However, after Bishop H7, we do not see this move in the game. Instead, Mr. Cell plays the move King H8. And after King H8, Einie continues... And after King H8, Einie continues the attack in the greatest fashion possible and goes Knight G5. G6 was played, Einstein's opponent trying to get some breathing room. And now Einstein only has one move here which will win him the game, and that is Queen G4 with the simple threat of going Queen H4, threatening Bishop H6 and threatening some checkmates here. However, in the game, Einstein unfortunately goes h4. But good thing for him, Einstein's opponent goes king g7, putting Einstein right back in the game. The move Einstein's opponent really had to play here was knight d4, but king g7 was played, and now Einstein yet again only has one move here that will give him a good position, and he finds it h5. Rook h8 was played, maybe trying to take this bishop and after this take back. However, here Einstein plays hg6, fg6, and now Einstein plays the star move and goes queen f3 and queen f8. And remember, Einstein's still down a full rook here, so 5 pieces of material, and here Einstein plays another brilliant move and goes knight e6 check. After d6, Einstein now goes bishop h6, and after this, his opponent resigns. The problem is here, the only legal move is to take on h7, and after bishop f8, the only legal move again is king g8, and after we take here, this is forced, and after queen f6 and king h7, queen g7 is a very nice checkmate. If we go back, Einstein was down a full rook here and managed to pull off a brilliant attack. Just great stuff from Einstein, really. You know, this chess game makes you wonder about Einstein, you know, he seems pretty clever. So anyway, that is the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, I've got another one here what I think you might enjoy as well. Have a good day.